All right. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy to have you here specifically. I'm just looking for some V3s on the call. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Today is a Tuesday, and yesterday we were able to talk about a few important aspects of our business. We were able to discuss why do we trade, which market do we trade, which type of a robot do we have in Royalq, right? And so today, we now want to understand the compensation plan of Royalq. And here we go a little bit in depth today. And our goal is to make sure that you understand what you are doing. So we believe that for you to be able to put in effort in the Royalq business is the power and the ability to understand every little reward that comes from to your Royalq. For example, if I pay visit to my Royalq, I must be knowing how these percentages that are dropping into my Royalq come from, right? These percentages, let me just go to my asset. I must be knowing where these percentages that are here are dropping from, right? These percentages here. I must be knowing where do they come from, all right? And how are they a little bit calculated? These percentages, like you see, this $25. I don't know where this one came from, but you see me, I just keep around and I remain consistent. Now, before I invite the speaker for today, that is gonna take us through the depth of that's gonna take us through the depth of this business. allow me make a statement. Why do I choose Royalq, right? Why is it that so many people have tried their level best to invite me to other opportunities and I have refused, right? Let me first give you my reasons before maybe I invite the first speaker who's going to take us through the compensation plan, so that you understand how much do I get as a V1, how much do I get as a V2, where does this money come from, where does this money come from, all right? So allow me, before I invite the speaker, be able to build what I call an entrepreneur mindset. All right, so that I create the entrepreneur mindset. All right, okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I want to welcome different leaders on the call. I see Leader Kuris is a V3 from Uganda. Happy to have you here. I see Coach Mopiwa is already on the call. I see Leader Norbert from Rwanda. Happy to have you here. I see Leader Ada from Leader Kojo from that side of Ghana. Leader Minata from France. Happy to see you here. Welcome, Adeyemi. Adeyemi is a new Royalq user. Happy to have you with us this morning. Happy to see you, Bukenya. Happy to see you, Batra. I hope you enjoyed the amazing day of that side of the Hindi community. Happy to see you, iPhone 3030. Happy to see you, Mr. Kato Abdu Hassan. Happy to see you, Mr. Mbiru Spirito V4 from Uganda. All right. Happy to see you, Leader Sutaj. All right. Happy to see you, Leader Sams, all right, Leader Max, Wealth Queen, so many other leaders. Happy to see you. Now, before I invite the speaker for today, all right, I was doing a one-on-one with a friend of mine. This guy within the last close to 8 years, he has made 11 billion Ugandan shillings. Let me first come back to the screen and see if I could. Let me first see if I could see one of the things I want to use to help other people who don't use the Ugandan shillings. All right, good to go. Oh, good to go. Just a minute. Let me make sure it is there. Okay. So in the last, this guy has made 11 billion. I want to convert this to USDT. Please no. He has made 11 billion. I'll keep it to this. I don't talk about the other small funds. He has made 11 billion in the last 7 to 8 years. And so if we look this in other local currencies, it is $2 million. And it is 2.5. It is 149 Bitcoin. It is, let me just return it to, no ads, no ads, no ads. No ads can become a problem. Okay, zero ads, please. Okay. Let me use USDT, just a little bit, so that someone can have a clear, okay, 2.8 million USDT. But this guy has done this to the last 7 to 8 years. 7 to 8 years. And in the last 7 to 8 years, this guy has made 11 billion. He has been doing only this business of his for those last 7 to 8 years, seriously. And I asked him, along your journey of making a choice to do this business, haven't you been presented other opportunities? I asked him. He told me, Julius, there's one thing in life that I have discovered. You must find a cash cow. You must get involved in that business and treat that business as a cash cow. Other businesses where you get involved, you get there as an investor, but not as a business personnel. Let me go a little bit realistic. If you are okay, if you own a salon and your main cash cow is a salon, the best way is not to make some money. Instead of you developing your salon, you say, right now I am gonna remove this money and I start a Uber. I want to be fully involved also in the Uber. That is not what they call diversification. Because what's gonna happen? If you decide to get involved yourself in the Uber, go in the Uber as an investor. Maybe if I want to move from I'm doing, let me say, Royalq is my cash cow, and I want to involve myself into real estate. I don't go as a real estate business personnel. No, I go there as a real estate investor. I drop in my money. I don't get involved in the real business of real estate. Why? Because if I do, I need to do the following one. It will take me time to learn the business and its challenges. I needed to go into real estate. If I go there as a business personnel, I'll spend some time to learn how the business works, to face the challenges of the business, look for the solution of the business, which will take me some good years to profit from the business. And so it means that when I spend the time in the real estate business, I'll be starting afresh. Now, what happens is that most people over the world, they spend their life as mediocres. Okay, let me give you an example. Someone starts a boutique as his cash cow. Along their journey of doing the boutique business, they feel like they are not achieving big time. Then they say, I better start a salon. Now, me, I'm giving you local examples because it's what people face in life. Then he says, okay, now I better start a salon, right? Now, the best way was this guy to expound his boutique business, invest in more money, become an expert in people's clothes. Then other businesses, he goes there as an investor, not as a business personnel. What has affected so many people in life and they have failed to make it is that they are mediocres everywhere. He joins Royalq as a mediocre. He leaves Royalq, he starts another platform as a mediocre. Now, it's not about how much money you have made. By the way, it is just a matter of time. I might join Royalq when you have made $1 million. But if I treat Royalq as my cash cow, within a given period of time, I'll be in $10 million when you are still on your $1.5 million. It's just time. As long as the business is dependable, as long as the business is sustainable, as long as the business has the core values of a dependable business, it is just a matter of time. It doesn't matter how much Julius has made. No, it is just a matter of time. You can make that money more than Julius with time. As long as Julius gets defocused and he leaves his main cash cow business and starts going into other ventures, not as an investor, but as a business personnel. Because when I leave Royalq and I start another business, there will also be challenges in that business. It means that in that new business I've also started, I need to learn it, I need to study it, I need to overcome its challenges. Now, that's why it is important that when you find a good business, you focus, you understand it, then you know what you are supposed to do. Then you treat it as your cash cow. My cash cow is Royalq, nothing else. I might get involved in other things, but I'm not an active business personnel elsewhere. Someone tells me, Julius, I want you to buy land. I can buy land, yes. But you never find me looking for plots of land for other people. Never. Because if I do, then I will lose my cash cow. This becomes my cash cow where I feed my cash cow, I learn my cash cow, I find solutions to the problems of my cash cow, but I make sure I understand my cash cow fully very well. So allow me invite a great leader. He is a champion of success. He's going to take us through those that are ready to treat Royalq as their cash cow, to understand the compensation plan of the Royalq opportunity, because you want to put your effort into something you understand how it pays, how each rewards come into play. Allow me welcome, that is none other than Coach Mopiwa, all the way from South Africa. Welcome, Coach Mopiwa.
All right. Okay. Good morning, Dr. Julius Kabanda and the entire house today, this morning. Thank you so much for ushering me in our morning presentation. Yes, I'm not at home. Forgive me for the background noise. Maybe you'll be hearing some blowing of wind and all that. But I have to do this because it's very important that, ladies and gentlemen, we keep going in our Royalq business. So greeting to you all in the house. Good morning from Johannesburg in South Africa. This morning, we really needed to look with a different eye when it comes to Royalq business. But allow me to find out if you are able to hear me, because I know that there is some sort of background noise. So if you are able to hear me, can you show me a sign so that I can continue? If you are able to hear me, please. Show me a sign if you're not affected much by the noise this side. Give me a sign. Give me a sign if you are able to hear me. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. That gives me the go ahead. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, we needed to understand something. I think before I go to our sharing about the compensation plan, allow me to talk about controlling our attitudes. All right. Allow me to talk about controlling our attitude. It's very important. We need to understand that our attitudes are among the few possessions that are totally ours. All right. And we can, those attitudes of ours can never be taken away from us. We need to understand that houses and cars, they come and go. All right. But our values and attitudes, they are with us forever. So it is only when we continually exercise control over our own attitude that we can manage external circumstances. All right. Because real change comes first from the inside, and our behavior naturally follows. We need to understand that very well. Why am I sharing about this issue of attitude? Because I am going to share the compensation plan of Royalq. So if your attitude towards what I'm going to share, or if your attitude towards Royalq is not something that you believe in, even if I show you $1 million, how to earn $1 million in 1 year, $1 million in 1 year, if your attitude is not up to date, it's gonna be difficult for you to make that thing happen. So I'm saying to us, we needed to control, we needed to make sure that we realize this personal realization, because in most cases, some of us will become depressed when something is not coming right. it is because of the attitude that we are holding for that particular day. So we needed to understand that it is only when we continually exercise control over our own attitude that we can manage external circumstances. In this reality, we are going to face challenges in our Royalq business, all right? But if our attitude is right, it's not going to be an issue at all because we are able to manage that attitude. I hope we are together, okay? So we needed to understand that. So allow me to usher you into the business plan of Royalq. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe in making $1 a day. Then I proceed making $5 a day. Then I proceed making $10 a day. Then I continue how to make 1 million. That's what I believe in. So if you are going to have the mindset of those that are successful, or let me say the mindset of the rich, have you ever wondered or have you ever asked yourself why the shopping shops, the grocery shops, when they are setting their prices, you discover that they will only put some cents to a price. Then you'll be asking, how much do they make as a profit out of all this? Their focus is not now. Their focus is for how long they are going to do the business, is long term. So if they are going to sell 10,000 of 50 cents pieces, how much money are they going to make? So if we are to have that mindset, we are going to realize that sharing this business in Royalq is very important, and we will understand the compensation plan very well. So allow me to share my screen. I just want to take you to this wonderful, amazing compensation plan of Royalq. All right, it's very important. It's very important. That is the reason why we are here. That is the reason why we are here. So if you believe in Royalq, you need to understand this compensation plan, how it works. All right. So allow me to share my screen. So this is the compensation plan of Royalq. I'm going to break it into detail. I'm going to break it into detail. Okay. So when we join Royalq, everyone starts from the same position, which is a V1 position. All right. When we activate our robot in Royalq, all of us, we started from the same position. Those that are V2s, that are V3s, that are V4s, that are V5s, that are V6, they started from the V1 position. All right. Meaning to say they bought a Royalq robot and they started using it. All right. They did not end there. When they saw the benefits of sharing the Royalq application with others, then they embarked on the journey of growing or developing a community. All right. So from the V1 point of view, I don't know if we are having people who did finance, people who understand the importance of accounting, people who knows that even zero in terms of numbers, it matters. Okay. So when you started this journey in Royalq as a V1, you need to understand that the Royalq robot is worth $120 for one to own this robot. Okay. You and me, we bought this robot. Myself, I bought it at this price of $120 because I remember before I joined, it was $100. All right. So it went up to $120. Right now, it is still $120. So out of this $120 that you use to purchase a robot, if you decide to share the business with others, Royalq says, out of the 120, you as a V1 who has just joined the platform, we are going to give you 30 USDT. Please, I want you to keep your eyes on the ball. All right. I want you to keep your eyes on the ball so that you understand this. Okay. So out of the 120, Royalq says we're gonna give you 30 USDT. That is when you are a V1. All right. So if you are to share this robot, with 10 people alone, in this case, you are doing it alone. Okay. You want to share this business with 10 people, which is possible. You can do that. So if you are going to share this business with 10 people, Royalq is going to compensate you $30 for each person. Meaning to say, out of the 10 people, you have already accumulated $300, 300 USDT. Okay? 300 USDT that you have accumulated. So I want to assume that these 10 people, they have come with a capital to trade on the Royalq platform. All right. So when these 10 people comes to trade on the Royalq platform, Royalq says at the level of a V1, with your 10 people that you have brought on board, whenever they trade, when the robot trades for them and they make profit, all right, the rule is that Royalq takes 20% of the profit. These 10 people, they are going to go home with 80% of the profit. So Royalq converts this 20%, which is gas fees, to 100%. So out of the 100%, you as a V1, Royalq says we are going to give you 20% of the gas fees. So I'm saying you have recruited 10 people. You have already pocketed 300 USDT in your pocket, which was the activation gain, meaning to say you earned through sharing the robot. When a robot was activated, then you got your 30 USDT. Right. So you have already accumulated 300 USDT that you can use also to invest in terms of trading if you want to. But now I want you to look at this. You are having 10 people that are trading in Royalq that you recruited. These 10 people, they are coming, each and every one of them, let's assume that they are coming with $1,000 to trade. $1,000 to trade. So, which means there is $10,000 that is invested in the market with the Royalq platform robot. All right. So, out of the $10,000 that has been invested, Royalq says they are going to give you, when this 10,000 has been traded, the 10,000 has been traded in the market, and a profit has been made out of the 10,000. Royalq is going to give you the outcome of the results, which are the trading profits. Royalq is going to give you 20% as a V1. So I want you to have this at the back of your mind. Having 10 people, each and every one of them is trading with $1,000. And each and every day, Royalq closes a trade, meaning to say it has won a trade. It has made a profit for every single one of the 10. And you get 20% of 10,000 money that has been invested in the trade. So how much money are you going to earn when the day finishes? Okay. So this is only you. This is only you who has come with 10 people to invest in Royalq. So imagine that these 10 people, they decided to share the business with other 10, meaning to say each and every one of them is bringing one person, one person, one person, one person. So initially, the number is going to grow to 20. It's going to grow to 20 people. All right. So out of these 20 people that are here, you are no longer to remain on the same position, because Royalq says when your team grows to 20, you as a V1, you change position to a V2. So you are a V2. There are 3 people that are directly registered under you, and their robots are active. So out of these 20 people, they continue trading as well. And Royalq says this time around, we are no longer going to give you 20%. We're going to give you 30%. All right. We're going to give you 30% from the gas fees, meaning to say the profit that are going to be generated by the capital that these 20 people are using for trading. So Royalq says we will give you 30% of that a profit. Okay, but when you continue sharing the business, you as a V2, you are going to accumulate 40 USDT for every bot activation. Every person that you are going to invite while you are on a V2 and they activate their robot, Royalq says we give you 40 USDT. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look at this. I want you to look at this. You are a V2, all right? You are having 20 members in your team that are actively trading. I want to assume that these 20 people, they are trading with 20,000 US dollars. I'm just assuming this, okay? I'm just assuming this. 20,000 US dollars, they are trading these 20 people. Then Royalq says we are going to give you 30% of the trading profits. When the day ends, when you go to bed at evening, when you wake up in the morning, what are you going to see inside your Royalq account? I just want you to imagine that, because there are people who are so much attracted to things that does not last long and they don't have sustainability. How do other businesses sustain themselves? Okay, you can go and join a Roy company today. You invest your $200, okay? You invest your $200. They say we're gonna multiply it. They are going to give you $500 after 5 days. Okay, you get excited, you jump, you get excited because with just a short period of time, you have accumulated $500. All right, now because of the excitement, there is another money that you kept in the bank. Then you say, if I invested 200, they gave me 500. What if I invest 1,000? How much am I going to earn? Because of your excitement, you go and bring your 1,000 that you kept so that you can earn more. The unfortunate part is that the moment you bring this 1,000 that you put in the business, then there they close the business. You are gone. So tell me, if you are able to earn $1 a day continuously for the rest of your life, and you earn $500 once off, and then the business closes, which one is better? You tell me. That's why I'm saying the problem is the attitude that build your mindset. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to say, at a V2 level, you are able to earn 40 USDT as bot activation, and you are able to earn 30% of the gas fees. All right. Whenever a V1 in your team activate a robot, when they are getting their 30 USDT, how much do you earn as a V2? How much do you get from them, from the V1 line? You earn 10 USDT. All right. Apart from the 30% gas fees, you also earn 10 USDT whenever a bot is activated, which is wonderful, ladies and gentlemen. So imagine these V1s that you are having, the 20 of them, they embark on a journey of bringing people on board. And each one of them, 20 of them, they bring one member. At the end of the month or at the end of 3 months, how many people are going to be in your team? And all of them, they are trading. So, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand the problem is that in most cases, we are having people that we have recruited, but they are not trading. They just activated their robot with the 120. After that, they have kept silent. But if we are to have people that are active with their robots, they are trading on a daily basis, and Royalq drops us those 50 cents, those $1, okay, every single day. I want to tell you that you are on a journey to financial freedom, okay? I want you to look at Royalq with this kind of eye. Now, at a V2 position, Royalq says you can move from this position to a V3. How do you get to a V3? Okay, how do you get to a V3? You only need to make sure that you have activated 5 robots under you. Remember, when you're coming from a V1 position, You have already activated 3 robots under you. Okay? I said some you can even activate 10 people. There are people who brought 20 people once in their team by themselves. So they become a V2 in one day. All right? So you only need to activate 5 directs. Okay? And out of these 5 directs, you need to develop 3 of them to be V2s. Out of the 5, you need to produce 3 V2s. Okay? Since you became a V2 first, you also need to make sure that before you leave this position of a V2, you should develop other leaders to become V2s. How many should they be? 3 of them out of the 5. If you produce all these 5 to be V2s, you are good enough. It means you are going to earn more. You're not going to stay long on a V3 position. You are going to rank up to V4 position quickly. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you to be a V3, it's not difficult. All right. But it is simple. All right. Teach the members in your team the essence of sharing the business. You don't need to do all this by yourself. No. The problem is that we want to do everything by ourselves. We are putting so much energy so that we can do everything by ourselves. It does not work like that, ladies and gentlemen. This is about a game of numbers. Okay? So let us learn to work as teamwork. Let us learn to work as team members. It is going to benefit us a lot, and the journey is going to be simple. The journey is going to be easier with excitement. Okay? So let us learn to empower others. Let us learn to grow others. If we are going to carry all the weight on our shoulders, we are going to say Royalq doesn't work and the business is difficult because we want to do everything by ourselves. That's the problem. So let's share the business. For you to get to a V3 position, you only need 5 directs. And out of these 5, you need to create 3 of them to be V2s. Then you become a V3. All right? So at this position of a V3, what do you earn from Royalq? What are the rewards? You need to understand that your link is worth $50. When you are a V3 member and you decided to to share the business, to recruit another bot, you are going to earn $50 from the 120. All right? That is how much worthy your link is. But also remember about the gas fees. This is the business why we are here. We are looking at this gas fees that Royalq takes, the 20% gas fees that Royalq takes from each and every profit that is made. All right? That's where our journey has been focusing on. Because these 50 USDT, these 20 USDT, these 30 USDT, they are once off. Once you activate, you gain, then it ends there. But the money that keeps on dropping non-stop, it is this gas fees. That's why we say, let's recruit robots that are active, robots that are going to trade. All right. So as a V3 member, you are going to earn 40% of the gas fees. That is from your directs. Okay. 40% of the gas fees from your direct. What about from the V1? Remember, you are a V3, meaning to say you have developed leaders. So you are having a V1 line, you are having also a V2 line. So how much do you earn from this line? Ladies and gentlemen, whenever a V1 person activates a robot, when the V1 is receiving the 30 USDT, you as a V3, you receive 20 USDT from the V1 line, which is a once-off activation gain. But at the same time, when these V1s are trading and they are making profits with the robot, you are going to receive 20%, okay, of the gas fees from Royalq. Royalq is going to reward you with 20% from the V1 line in terms of gas fees. All right. So from the V2 position also, you are going to earn How much do you earn? When a robot is activated in a V2 line, you are going to receive 10 USDT. Okay, it's not you who is activating this bot. No, it's your member under the V2 line. When they activate a robot, when they are receiving their activation gain from Royalq, you also earn from that 120. All right, so you gain 10 USDT. Okay, it does not end there. From the V2 line, whenever they are trading, the robot is making profits for them. You also earn 10%. Okay, you also earn 10% gas fees. This is continuous, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at the sustainability of the business. That's what we are looking at. The reason why we are still sticking with Royalq, because of its sustainability. The business is able to sustain itself. As a result, we keep earning continuously. If you did the job very well in the beginning, you will continue earning continuously, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm saying, keep your eyes on the ball. Which ball? These gas fees that I'm explaining to you. This is the way to financial freedom. Okay? As long as the bots remain active and they are trading, you will keep earning from Royalq non-stop. As I'm talking to you, our bots are busy trading. As they are busy trading, when the bot closes a trade, we earn from each other. We earn from the community that we have built. So isn't it this good? Isn't it this fantastic? Where on earth can you find a business that is able to give back almost 80% of its profits back to the community? Because out of the 120 that Royalq receives, it only keeps 40 USDT. The 80 USDT, it goes back to you and me, ladies and gentlemen. So you tell me, where on earth can you find such a business? There are people who said, no, I just want only to trade. Okay, that's fine. But your way to financial freedom, it's gonna take you long. There is no one who went somewhere alone. You need to go there as a team. Okay, so use the power of leveraging. Let me take you to a V4 position. This position is very wonderful. Why am I saying so? Because when you are on this position, you share 50% of anything that Royalq receives. All right. Now, let me tell you, what do you need for you to get to a V4 position? What do you need? You only need 8 directs. When I'm saying 8 directs, I mean robots that are directly activated by you. Okay? But don't forget that you are coming from a V3 position where you are coming with 3 V2s. Okay? You are coming with 3 V2s for you to get to a V3 position. So you are already having other members on board that you activated, which are 5. So you only need to add 3 to be 8. Okay? So when you've got 8 directed members by you, then you also need to produce 3 V3s. It's about leadership. It's about productivity. Royalq does not compensate you if you are not producing results. You need to produce results. And that results should be leadership results. Okay? So you produce 3 V3s and you are having 8 directs under you. Then you become a V4. As simple as that. Okay? Someone is stressing, how am I going to bring all these people? I'm saying teamwork. Don't carry this burden on your shoulder alone. Share with others. As a leader, know to delegate. Okay? Make use of the gifts that are in your team. There are team members that are in your team. They have got different kinds of gifts that you can use to grow your business all together. So don't carry the burden by yourself. You are going to quit. You're going to say the business doesn't work. You are going to say networking marketing is not for me because you want to do everything by yourself. So it doesn't work like that. All right. We are saying the power of leveraging. You need to leverage from others. So ladies and gentlemen, on a V4 position, I was saying you are going to get half of Royalq. What do I mean? Out of the 120 that one uses to activate a robot, you are going to get 60 USDT from this amount, which is the once-off activation gain. So if you share your link as a V4, you are activating a new robot as a V4, you are going to get 60 US dollars. This money, it looks like it's small. The 60 USDT, the 30 USDT, the 20 USDT. But I want you to convert this money into your own currency and see how much is this money. Okay? How much is this money? If you can keep earning this money every single day or every 2 days you activate a robot, you earn $60. How much is this money? It's a lot of money. So you earn 60 USDT from the 120. Now, from the 20% gas fees that Royalq gets after it has closed a trade, when it converts the 20% to 100, Royalq says as a V4 member, we are going to compensate you with 50% gas fees from your directs. 50%. From 100, you get 50%. From 120, you get 60 USDT. You get half from Royalq. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are having an eye of building a business for long term, I'm sure at a V4 position, you have already seen the direction where you are going. You have already started seeing land that you want to purchase. You have already started seeing projects that you want to do. You have already started seeing other communities that you want to change their lives through the business of Royalq. So ladies and gentlemen, as a V4 member in Royalq, you need to understand that you are having V1s in your team, you are having V2s in your team, you are having V3s in your team, you are having V4s you are now a V4 here, but you are having these guys, V1 to V3, they are under you, okay? So you are going to earn from this line, you're gonna earn from this line, you're gonna earn from this line, okay? So how much do you earn from the V1 line when a robot is activated? When $120 has been received by Royalq from a V1 line, how much do you earn as a V4? You are going to receive 30 USDT. All right? 30 USDT from a V1. This is activation gain, meaning to say a robot has been sold in a V1 line. All right? So the same 30 USDT, it also comes to percent. There is 30% in terms of gas fees that you are going to receive from the V1 lines. When these guys are trading and the robot is making profits for them, you are going to receive 30%. So I want you to look at this. If you are able to get 30% on a daily basis, from team members that are trading, only from the V1 line, you get 30%. By the end of the day, when the day comes to an end, when the sun sets, how much money are you going to receive? Assuming that there is 10,000 USDT that is being traded in V1 line. 10,000 USDT. All right. So this is how we say employ money to work for you so that you can go to bed and sleep peacefully. This is what we say. When we talk about financial freedom, this is what we talk about. You know the best thing about Royalq, let me tell you. The best thing about Royalq, it is that it is a decentralized platform. There is no middleman between you as a client and Royalq. There is no middleman, okay? Because your money is not in Royalq, your money is in your exchange, which is Binance, which is Hobby. So if Royalq decided to close its shop today, you've got nothing to lose. of which is not possible. I'm just saying this because there are people who said Royalq is a scam. Royalq is a scam. Royalq is a scam. Let me tell you, give us time and see who is a scam. Yes, we can agree on that. We can bet on that. Give us time and see who is a scam. That platform that you have put your money, we will see which one is a scam, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I'm saying your money does not stay in Royalq. It stays in your exchange. What you are getting here, what I'm explaining here, it is what comes from Royalq to you for leadership, for productivity. This is what you receive. So meaning to say, if Royalq does not make a profit, you are not going to earn. Royalq also is not going to earn from you. So Royalq proves itself that for us to earn from you, we need to make a profit for you. So it does that, it delivers. Now, I said there are V1s, V2s, V3s under you as a V4. You are going to earn from all these members. Not only activation gain, which is a once-off, no, but there is gas fees that you are going to receive continuously from these guys. Okay? If they both are going to close trades every single day, you are going to receive that percentage on a daily basis. So as a V4, you are going to get 30% gas fees from the V1 line. As a V4, you are going to receive 20% gas fees from the V2 line. As a V4, you are going to receive 10% gas fees from the V3 line. So that's how it is. Okay? So you can also rank up to a V5. It does not end here. There is another position which is also very good when it comes to money. So this position, for you to attain this position, you only need to make sure that you have activated robots directly under you, 12 of them. All right, 12 of them. And you need to make sure that as a leader, you have also produced 3 V4s. 3 of them, the V4s. All right, meaning to say, if there is a number that is needed here for you to achieve, it means these 3 V4s, they are going to take care of the number and you become a V5. When you become a V5, your link is worth 65 USDT, meaning to say out of the 120 that Royalq receives when a bot is purchased, you are only going to get this amount, which is a huge amount of money, 65 USDT once, ladies and gentlemen. And you're going to get 55% gas fees from your directs. And remember, you are having V1s, V2s, V3s, V4s as a V5. So you're also going to earn from these guys. How much do you earn from the V1 line? When a bot is activated, ladies and gentlemen, you receive 35%. I mean 35 USDT. When a bot is activated, you receive 35 USDT. All right, 35 USDT when a bot is activated from the V1 line. From the V2 line, when a bot is activated, ladies and gentlemen, you receive 25 USDT. You receive 25 USDT when a bot is activated from a V2 line. From a V3 line, you receive 15 USDT when a bot is activated. All right. While from the V4 line, you receive 5 USDT when a bot is activated. What about the gas fees? How much do you earn from the V1 line in terms of gas fees? There is 35% gas fees from V1, and there is 25% gas fees from the V2. All right. Sorry for that. My apologies for that noise, ladies and gentlemen. My apologies. All right, let's continue. Let's continue. My apologies for that noise. I said I'm not at home. All right. So from the, you are a V5 bot user and you are receiving 35% gas fees from the V1 line. And you also receive 25% gas fees from the V2 line. You also receive 15% gas fees from the V3 line. What about V4 line? 5%. Okay, 5%. So this is the journey to financial freedom. You keep earning all this. You keep earning all this till you get to a V6 position, all right, where everyone is looking at. So when you become a V6, it means you are a grandfather of all the downlines. All the downlines, you become a grandfather, you become a grandmother. Whoever is joining Royalq, whoever is activating a robot, that person becomes your downline. It doesn't need to activate the robot under you, no. That is the reason why Royalq decides to give you 10% from the activation gain. You also receive 10% from the gas fees. This is given to you each and every month, ladies and gentlemen. So it is spared for you as a V6. But let me tell you, what else do you aim? This is that you are going to receive from Royalq. It's like you are a shareholder now of Royalq. That's why people, they say, when you attain a V6 position, then you have attained full financial freedom. Okay? So as a V6 position, it means your link is worth 70 USDT. All right? Your link is worth 70 USDT. You also receive 60% gas fees from your directs. 60% gas fees. But don't forget that you are having V1s, you are having V2s, you are having V3s, you are having V4s, you are having V5s as a V6. So you earn from each and every single line here. Okay? Whenever a V1 is activating a robot, you earn. You also earn gas fees. Whenever a V2 line is activating a robot, you earn. You also earn gas fees. So the journey continues non-stop, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't it that wonderful? I think this is the only way to go. This is the only way to go, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So this is the beauty about Royalq. I don't think there is another business out there that you can compare with Royalq. If you are to look this with should I say a spiritual eye, if you are to look at Royalq with a spiritual eye, there is no other business outside there that you are going to compare with Royalq. We are talking of sustainability. It's not just about getting money. It's not just about pocketing money. It is about sustainability. Is the business going to be there in 10 years' time? Is the business going to be there in 5 years' time? Is the business going to be there in 20 years to come? That's what we are talking about. Are you going to keep earning if the business is going to be there? Yes, that's what we are looking at. So I'm saying start building from scratch. Start building a team. Believe in leveraging. If you don't believe in leveraging, you're not going to go anywhere when it comes to financial freedom. Yes, you can clear all the money that you are having in your bank and invest in Royalq. But someone who is building a team, it's easy for this person to achieve financial freedom before you. So this is what I wanted to share with you when it comes to Royalq compensation plan. Okay, it is being broken into pieces, piece by piece. You are going to earn non-stop. All right, Dr. Julius Kabanda, I'm sure, is going to shed more light on this because he has been earning what I was explaining to you. He has been earning, he has been getting it. It is in his wallet as we speak. Okay, so he is not sharing something that is not working. No, this business is working. The problem is our approach and our mindset in the Royalq business. That's what is the problem. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share. Let me hand over to Dr. Julius Kabanda, so that he can take over. I'm sure we have been together from the beginning. So, Leader Julius, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to share with the people. I don't know if there are questions that we can tackle after you have taken over. So thank you so much.
Maybe you go into questions. Maybe you go into
All right.
questions, Leader Mopio.
Okay. Are there questions in the house? Let me check in the chat box. So far in the chat box, there is no questions. Okay. So far, there are no questions in the chat box. So if there are questions, I'm ready to take them. Is there anyone with a question? Can you raise up your hand? We're gonna unmute you and you ask your question. If you are able to write it, please drop it in the chat box. Then we are going to take that question. All right, Kane. Kane is having a question. Let me make you okay, I'm allowing you to unmute. Yes, Ken, you can unmute and ask your question.
Good morning, my leader.
Yes, good morning, Brother Ken.
Yeah, please, my question is that we all know that Royalq is a very sustainable business. But the problem is that, at times you just be in there 2 days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, no income. So I want to know if there's any way we can have cycle so that at least in a day, at least something must come to your account. Because most of my team, they are complaining. Some are just there 3 weeks now, 2 weeks, they are not receiving anything. So I want to know if there is any way we can be setting cycle so that at least in 3 days, something must come to the account. That is just my question, sir.
All right, thank you so much, Leader Kane. There is an approach to everything, ladies and gentlemen. I was saying that for Royalq to compensate us, there should be some work done, meaning to say there should be productivity. So if we are not producing anything, we are not going to receive any drop in our wallet. So the question should be, how can we make this thing happen? Or what can we do so that we have productivity in our team? All right, that should be the question, Leader Kane. We need to work as a team. I believe that there are different teams on this Zoom. So in your respective teams, go back to your drawing board. Go back to your drawing board. Come up with strategies that you can use as a team so that you are able to recruit or you are able to share the business so that at the end of the day, when those robots are making profits, then you are able to earn from them. That should be the thing to do. There are different teams here with different leaders. So let's go to the drawing board. Let's come up with different strategies. We just need to be creative. That's all. There's nothing impossible. We just need to be creative. How can we take this Royalq to new horizons so that we achieve our financial freedom? I hope I have answered that question, Leader Kane.
Not really, sir. You don't understand. Now, somebody came in and put a talent there, and in 2-3 weeks, the money is not ready. He's not going to be happy. Is there any way to have set the circle so that at least in a day, he must be getting something, not apart from the referring program? Actually, the trading money, that is what's important for us, the trading.
Or you're talking of setting up a trading strategy?
Yeah, the cycle, so that at least in 2-3 days, at least he must get profit from the capital, apart from the referring. At least the trading, that is where that tip is very important.
How much capital are you talking about? Because when you visit our YouTube channel, you are going to discover that our different leaders came up with different strategies on how to trade, whether you are trading a cycle or you are trading a one shot with different capitals. So you can go there and watch those videos so that you are able to set up a trade for that particular person.
Okay, so yeah, I just did that. For the past 4 days now, he has not even made any profit.
Okay, but remember, you need to understand that Royalq does not control the market. So
yes, I know perfect. That is the reason why I'm asking. Is there any way we can at least as a leader, you know, you people have been in this business for some. Is there any way we can set a cycle in any coin? Because they told me that I should set BNB, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. Is there any other coin we can use to make that cycle so that at least in 3 days, at least, those people must have profit from their capital, which is very important, so that it will be encouraging them to do the business. Not people just put money in a place, in a week, 2 weeks, profit is not coming, we'll be happy. Do you get it now?
I get you, Leader Ken. Do you attend technical Zoom on a daily basis?
No.
That is the problem, because like what I said, Leader Julius, some other days, it's only today that we are talking about the composition plan, but we also have days where we talk on how to set the robot, whether in a cycle or in a one shot, so that everyone who is trading is able to benefit. Signals are dropped almost every single day. People are making money. So when you say that you are not getting results, then I think we need to look into your issue personally and say, what is the problem? Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, my leader. I really appreciate it.
All right. Okay. All right. Is there any other question?
For now, no.
All right. Anyone else? Okay. Do you add gas fees by inviting new members, or sometimes you can add it using your capital? Yes. You see, you can leverage on the activation gain that comes from Royalq. If you activate a robot, okay, this is let me pick it up. Okay, this is Ngoi. Ngoi is asking, do you add gas fees by inviting new members, or sometimes you can add it using your capital? All right. So Ngoi, this is the strategy. When you are registering or activating a robot, Royalq drops an activation gain to you, depending on your rank. If you are a V1, you receive 30 USDT. That 30 USDT, it goes in the asset of the robot, which is withdrawable. So it's either you can withdraw it or you can leave it there so that you can use it as gas fees instead of you taking your money from the exchange and put it as gas fees. So you can leverage on others. Not only the activation gain, even when those people are trading, when the Royalq makes profit from the gas fees, Royalq also drops on a daily basis those gas fees from other people, from your downlines. So you can use that as your own gas fees if you are trading. You don't need to take money from your capital and use it as gas fees, unless you are not building a team. Okay? So that is it, my leader Ngoi. I'm sure I have answered your question. Is there any other question? I'm still checking the chat. How do I join the group that gives signal daily? Dorcas Mutonyi. How do I join the group that gives signals daily? I wonder, Dorcas, in which WhatsApp group you are, because in each and every group, when a signal has been generated, the leaders, they drop it in their respective groups. Leader Julius and other leaders, they drop the signal in the leaders group. So whoever is a leader in that group, they take that signal and drop it in their respective groups. So I wonder, Dorcas, in which group are you in? Which WhatsApp group are you in? You are supposed to receive these signals because your leaders, they needed to take it from the leaders group and drop it in their respective WhatsApp groups. So please check up with your leader. Check up with your leader. I don't know which group are you, but check up with your leader. Thank you so much if I have attended to that. Is there any other question? Is there any other question? Any question, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Okay. So I believe that we were together and we have benefited from this. We needed to understand this very well. It's very important. As leaders, to those that are leaders in this house, please you need to make sure that you familiarize yourself with the Royalq compensation plan. It's very important. If you don't explain this better to the teams, we are not going to have productivity in our teams, okay? Because people, they will think that it is only trading that you can earn from, but there is a lot of money. When I say a lot of money, I mean that in Royalq, when you share the compensation plan, it's about teamwork. Bring your money, bring their money, let's put it together, let's trade. We earn from each other. Just like what the Roy companies, they do. They say, bring your $200, we trade for you. What do they need from your $200? If they are having a lot of money to trade, why do they need your $100? It's teamwork, ladies and gentlemen. They want a lump sum of money to put it in the market, but you earn just a small percentage from that. But Royalq says we are going to give you 80% of that. So which one is better? Please start building. Start building. Leaders, let's start building. So thank you so much. You have been a wonderful audience. Allow me to hand over to Leader Julius. My leader, you can take over and finish it up if there is anything that we needed to share with the people in this house. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Are those complaining about WhatsApp? WhatsApp is down worldwide. WhatsApp is down worldwide. Those complaining about WhatsApp, WhatsApp is down worldwide. The whole world, WhatsApp is down, right? In the whole world, WhatsApp is down, all right? Okay, so none of us should complain about WhatsApp, but we have other avenues where we can still speak. Our team is still active onto our Telegram group. Crypto Ambassador Team Eagles International, we are still active that side. And we are going to open up a chat group for you, I hope a few hours from now. Those complaining about WhatsApp, WhatsApp is down. Those complaining about trading profits, I hope we have found a solution to that. Okay, so I'll keep that to that. Thank you so much, Leader Mopiwa, for this amazing, incredible training you have had for us this morning. I hope we shall share the recording onto the YouTube channel, onto the group, so that people could be able to go through again and be able to understand the Royalq compensation plan. Okay, like you said, it's about mindset. I basically don't need personal results for me to share the business. It's about your mindset, how you see things, right? Some people want to see results to share. I don't need to see results to share. My Royalq application is on my other phone. I even rarely, when I place a trade, I just wait for a sold trade. I rarely go there to keep on checking. But we have basically provided signals. We have basically provided how you can trade, and we have all the solutions. You just need to make a decision to make things happen. So thank you so much. I have nothing to add. Just wish you a perfect day till we meet tomorrow. And guess what? What are we going to talk about tomorrow? Tomorrow we have a perfect session where we shall talk about, we shall start with introduction to trading view. We shall talk about candles. We shall talk about ordinary candles, high Kanashi candles, dojis. We shall talk about dojis. We shall talk about pin bars. We shall talk about tweezer bottoms, tweezer tops. We shall talk about trends, upward, downward trend. We shall be able to draw some trend lines. And then lastly, we shall talk about 3 indicators, Elliott wave, the 50 EMA, and the Fibonacci retracement. That will be our tomorrow's session to help people get perfect entries in the market. Like I usually say, our goal as a team is not to create traders, but to give you perfect entries in the market so that you can open margin calls and keep winning your trades. Our goal is not to create traders, because in the 21st century, it's no longer needed since we have robots. So we give you perfect entries in the market, and these perfect entries could allow us, ladies and gentlemen, to have continuous results. Today, If someone says their team, they are not making money, then they are not following a strategy. But someone, if he's in our team, teams are making money. Me, I don't know any team that is not making money. I don't know how it is even happening in other teams that people are not making money. They are not earning on a daily basis. It is your strategy that is not working. But if you follow our strategy, hey, my friend, my brother, making money is a normal zone here. Okay, so if someone decides to say that you want to choose a cycle trade, if I'm using a one shot and you are using a cycle, we are non-comparable. You are non-comparable. Someone says, let me see. My leader, you will be giving 4 hours for tomorrow lectures. You mentioned so many things. No, it is short. Short things. Introduction to trading view, candles, Haikanashi, ordinary candles. They are simple things, right? Trees are tops, trees are bottoms. They are simple things. Dojis, pin bars, simple things. Trends, market trends, upward, downward. Like I've mentioned, it is something simple. It is not hard, right? It's hard. Simple sharing. So don't get scared of tomorrow. Simple. I just keep things simple. Me, I don't complicate. Simple. It is simple. You don't need to get worried, right? Yes. Yes. Still, I'll keep to 100 people. Make sure you come early. The Zoom is now strict to 100 people. All right. It's not no longer 300 or 500. So tomorrow, same time, it will be 100 packs. So make sure you come in time. It's 100 strictly. All right. It's 100 strictly. So if someone is not able to attend, then they can be able to join the YouTube channel from that side, right? You can watch live on the YouTube channel because it's a live session on the YouTube channel. See you tomorrow. God bless you and have a blessed day. Thank you so much, Leader Mopiwa, for amazing training this morning. We keep our chats open onto the Telegram group. I'm going to open a Telegram chat area where we can chat. So people in the billionaires group, all right, let us meet ourselves onto the Telegram. That's where we're going to spend our time as WhatsApp is down worldwide. Thank you so much. God bless you and have a